solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California,
and the Constitution of the State of California,
that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of council member of the City of Beverly Hills upon which I am about to enter.
Good evening, and thank you all for coming tonight. So back in the heyday of epic motion pictures, films were often divided into two parts separated by an intermission. And during the intermission, theaters would play a suite of music from the movie. The music was known as the entr'acte. Well, tonight, I realize I'm part of the entr'acte in our main program, so I'm going to keep my remarks brief. An election is a long journey, and mine was no different. There were people who were with me from the very beginning, and there were people who came aboard along the way. To everyone who hosted an event for me, or walked the neighborhood with me, or sent out emails, or made calls, or talked to people on my behalf, or even just put up one of my lawn signs, thank you. I'm keenly aware I would not be standing here tonight without the help and support of each and every one of you, and I'm profoundly grateful for all of your efforts. Now, I've been advised not to mention people by name for fear of leaving someone out, but I do want to thank a few people specifically. First and foremost, I want to thank my wife, Karen. I call her my rock, but everyone who knows her will tell you she's probably the least sedentary person on the planet. At the same time, she's always calm and kind and has an innate sense of right and wrong. I often say she has the best judgment of anyone I've ever met, and truth be told, her advice saved me from myself more than once during the campaign. I love you, honey. I'd also like to thank Bruce Meyer, my campaign chair, for encouraging me to run and then asking everyone he knows to vote for me. And of course, Bruce knows a lot of people. I want to thank Howard Fisher, my campaign treasurer, Robert Urdiaga, my campaign coordinator, and Adam Schiff, my campaign manager. It was always fun introducing Adam to people and then having to say, no, not that Adam Schiff. What I didn't know until last week is that Adam's grandmother's name was Ruth Ginsburg. So clearly there was some interesting karma going on with our campaign. I also want to congratulate Mary Wells on her success. Mary's ran a strong campaign, and I fully understand why she earns the support of so many members of our community. I want to acknowledge all of our other fellow candidates, too, for stepping up and offering to serve our great city. Many of the insights and ideas you brought to the campaign trail will inform what the council does going forward, and for that, we should all be grateful. And last, but certainly not least, I want to thank Lily and Julian for all they've done, and for leaving the city in such good shape. As we've been reminded tonight, they serve with great distinction. And to say their shoes will be hard to fill is putting it mildly. But One of the reasons for the enduring success of our country is that in the long relay race of history, someone new always picks up the baton, and so it is tonight. Well, all of the councils that have come before us have given us a great start. It's our turn now to run the race. And when I say our turn, I don't mean just the 5 of us up here. I mean all of us. Because governing a city is a collaborative effort, not just among the city council and city staff, but also between City Hall and the residents and businesses. As the saying goes, it takes a village. And to that I heard a lot of good suggestions from people during the campaign, and I made notes. And over the next several months, I intend to raise some of these suggestions with my fellow council members. Things like how to strengthen our code enforcement program and how to streamline the building permit process. Now, I know these weren't the big policy issues that dominated the campaign, but they're the kind of quality of life issues that residents and businesses deal with on a daily basis, so they're no less important. And going forward, my door will remain open to all members of our community. As I said throughout the campaign, I'm always willing to talk to anyone, anytime, about anything related to the city. And I hope everyone who's energized and invested in this election, whether as a candidate or a supporter, will stay involved going forward, and that other residents will become involved too. Because together, we truly are better. Now, someone who understood that as much as anyone was Ronald Reagan, who often spoke of America as a shining city on a hill. He meant that as an ideal of collective possibility, which cuts across political ideology and party lines. In a way, I think that city is what we see in the mirror, because we're small enough and have the resources and people to do many things others can't. I believe we can keep our homes and businesses safe even in troubled times. I believe we can maintain the beauty and integrity of our residential neighborhoods and still meet our regional housing obligations. I believe we can do our fair share to ease homelessness crisis and make our communities safe in the process. And I believe we can come up with new and creative ways to support our business community so it continues to thrive in a challenging business environment. Will these things be easy? No. But I believe we have the right mix of experience and fresh perspective on the council and a capable and dedicated city staff to support us to find ways to do all this and more. I'm honored by the trust and confidence you placed in me, and I'm mindful of the rare opportunity you've given me to help make things better for our community. I very much look forward to working with Mayor Friedman, Vice Mayor Nazarian, and Council Members Mirish and Wells to do just that. Thank you.